My name is Ashlegh from Zimbabwe, and I'm here in Accra, Ghana, attending the Africa Skills Week. I think this is a fundamental week, particularly for putting Africa at the center of the conversations of Africans. I think it's a meeting that is bringing progress to the people of Africa, and all thanks to All Africa Students Union and Africa Union for facilitating this magnificent event. I think the fundamental or driving point is that young people must start to realize the future. That is here to rethink and reimagine how we can push Africa forward. Because what we are facing in Africa is a skills deficit, where the skills that we are being educated to deliver are not matching the skills that are demanded by the industries. And this is very critical in terms of how do we move forward, how do we facilitate intergenerational conversations to be able to transfer skills to the next generation, to be able to build the skills that are needed for the current and developing market. Because the world is changing, narratives are changing, and the methods of work is changing. So how does Africa contribute to the future of work? One, I think Africa must play a role in terms of defining new technologies that are coming through, defining how technology is being used in Africa and beyond. We have a very big opportunity with Africa being the youngest population, having the youngest population in the world. It's a big opportunity because it presents the chance to think. It presents a chance to educate Africa for the future. So number one priority for me is the ability to create functional education systems that are going to respond and timely respond to the immediate needs of the industry, but of the future also. Then number two is to revisit the curriculums of the education system. How do we come up with curriculums that work and that prepares strong and quality graduates who can be able to contribute into the industry, but also contribute in building different structural infrastructures that are able to build Africa going forward. And I also think there's a need to facilitate a conversation that how do we keep the skills in Africa up to date, we manage that and be able to make sure that there's progress that is being realized in Africa. And one of the answers lies with organizing young people together. One of the answers lies in bringing young people together to be able to think and reimagine the progress of Africa. And I think one of the institutions that is well positioned to articulate and pave and create a platform for this is the All Africa Students Union, because it has the capacity to bring students together, it has the capacity to organize, which has been shown. So I think this mandate is a calling to the All Africa Students Union to mobilize, organize, and build platforms of such conversations, because we strongly believe that all that is happening, the progress that is needed, is going to come from the grassroots. So if students are organized from the continent to the countries, this conversation can go deep down to the communities that need to hear this message of TVET, of STEM. How do we build this and make skills a thing in our African context? Because we are told when growing up that education is the key. But when we grow up, the key is taken by someone else. The door has changed the lock. So how then do we come up with education systems that are going to work for Africa and for the future of Africa? So we have a big opportunity, and ASU has a big opportunity to convene young people and convince students to be able to co-create the future that we want. So thank you very much. I hope one of the resolutions will come in to be able to put young people at the center of these conversations, because no story can be told without the owner. So no story can be told about young people without the young people. So there is need to bring young people together and articulate and formulate the vision of the future. Thank you very much.